In the middle of the night, 5 hiking enthusiasts sat around a campfire sharing stories. At that moment, one of the older men warned them not to wander off after dark. A week earlier, police had discovered several mutilated bodies not far away. He claimed he had been at the scene, and the dismembered remains still haunted him to this day. But after hearing this, Wei jokingly remarked that the story wasn't scary at all. It turned out the others weren't familiar with Old Ma. They had just met him earlier that day while setting up camp, and by some strange coincidence had agreed to let him join their group. Seeing their carefree laughter and unconcerned attitudes, Old Ma's face darkened as he suggested they play a game. He explained there was a legend that if you throw a piece of wood into the campfire and tell a scary story while it burns, if any listener gets frightened, then that story will come true in reality. Wei immediately volunteered to go first, claiming his story would definitely scare them all. He told of a gambler who, deep in debt, was being chased by thugs late at night. In desperation, he ducked into an abandoned factory complex to hide, only to find all the warehouse doors locked. Fortunately, the chains were loose enough to create a gap, allowing him to barely slip inside before his pursuers caught up. But soon the thugs broke the lock and forced their way in. They swore to teach him a lesson when they caught him, forcing the man to play a dangerous game of hide and seek throughout the factory. Realizing this couldn't go on forever, he spotted a back door and sprinted toward it, but in the next instant, he was knocked nearly unconscious by a blow. The bearded thug decided to leave him there, loudly calling for his partner to join him. Strong survival instincts helped the man quickly recover. He crawled under a shelf to escape again, but even this simple movement made him dizzy and disoriented. Still, he couldn't afford to rest, and was preparing to get up and run again, when he suddenly noticed a shadowy figure nearby. Although the figure stood in darkness, he was certain it wasn't human. In the moment of hesitation, the bearded thug circled around from the other side, blocking his escape, and loudly demanded he come out. The man quickly whispered for him to be quiet, but the commotion had already alerted the creature. In the next second, a horrifying sight made the man hold his breath, afraid to move. Soon the monster turned away again, disappearing back into the darkness. But before he could feel relief at his narrow escape, he saw the other thug rushing over, drawn by the noise. Seeing the situation, this thug grabbed him without a word, ready to beat him.